Today we will be having a smaller session comparatively. Okay, so we were talking about the bookmark action for which I have to quickly create few visuals. So let me take the visuals. I have taken a bar chart over here where I would like to display the sales on the basis of subcategory. Here it is. And let me display the labels over here, data labels. Right. I will create another one. I have created a copy for it so that I have a similar formatting. This instead of subcategory, I would like to have category over here, category wise sales. All right. Then I will have another. Let me take a pie over here where I would like to take the sales on the basis of region. Quick formatting. I don't want the legends and I want the detailed labels. No title. I have created a copy of it. Donut. Instead of the region, I would like to take segment sales. I'm getting the segment sales over here and quick formatting. Under the label, I don't want decimal places in this. 0, 0. Value should be fine. If you want to copy the formatting, I think I told you the format painter. Mhm. Value is 1, decimal percentage is 0. Looks better. This. I would like to have one more. I would like to take a line chart over here where I would like to take the sales on the basis of order date and category. It is better over here only. This, this. Okay. This is what we are getting over here. And now I will create a button so I can go to the insert. Let me take a button over here. I will take a blank button. Hmm. Let me do some button text, quick formatting of this button. I want all. Let's make it as font color. I need it as green, green color. Text size bit bigger. This is better. And button outline fill. Let us take the fill color as black. Border shadow, no outline. And action on, and I can make it as bookmark action. When we put a bookmark, as of now, you will see there is no bookmark. In our this workbook, we do not have any bookmarks, so that's why it is appearing as empty. So we'll just create some more bookmarks. First of all, I am creating a buttons over here. So I have done all the formatting on this button. So it is better I can copy paste this button. Let me put the button text as none. Just to save my efforts, I am creating a copy of it. Mm. So let me all none. Let me make it as category, subcategory. Then we have region, and I have segment and category, subcategory, region, segment, and let me say year. Year. Okay, here it is. Now we have created few buttons. Now we wanted to associate these buttons with the bookmark action. So for this, let me for the time being remove this. I will go to the view. Under the view, you will be getting a bookmark section. You can click on this bookmark, and there is also a selection section. You can click on this selection section, and let me remove this. And in the selection, you are getting all the visuals over here. You are getting all the visuals over here, and any visual which you can see a eye icon. So as of now, I will make this status, and I will make a bookmark for this format button. Where is the bookmark bone? Bookmark. Here it is. I will add this as a bookmark. So I will say add. I will rename this bookmark, rename as all. enter. Now let me hide year, segment, region, category, and I will say add, and I will name it as rename SC. I will hide this and at this say add rename. You can give it any name. I'm just giving a sensible name so it is easier to connect. Then we have region, add region, then segment. I will say add rename segment. Then let's take add rename year. Let me hide this as well, and I can say add rename blank. Okay, here it is. Now the bookmark has been created. You can say all, subcategory, category, region, segment, year, blank, say all. I can close the selection and the bookmark. Let's go to the visualizations over here and not the filter. Let us click on the button, none, and not the fill. We will go to the action. The action has been set as bookmark, and now you will see a lot of bookmarks over here. So I will make it as blank. And if you want, you can give some tooltip. Let me say reset or show none. Show none. Then all. You have to set up a bookmark as all, and I say show all. Category. You can select the bookmark as category, subcategory, region, segment, year. Okay, here it is. So you have done all this. Now let's see. Let me click on none. Control click. No visual is displayed. Let me click on control click category. You are getting the category. You clicked on region. You are getting the region. Year, segment, subcategory, all, none, all. This is how you are getting. Okay, so with the help of bookmark action, you can add more visuals to your page, and this is also useful uh, in case of this, what do you call, in case of the reports and all. It is very much useful. Clear? Bookmark action?
Yes.
Yes, no? Okay, where is my Power BI gone? Here it is. Right. So this was about the bookmark action. Now comes to creating of a report. What is a report? Report is a collection of visuals on a same page. This is also, you can consider it as a report. But let's create a report in a more organized manner. Report is the final product of uh, this Power BI desktop. So let's create a report. So we will create a sales report. Let us insert a text box over here, and let's take super store sales summary. Let me make it as bold. Let's change the color. Let's make the center alignment. Let's take change the size. This. Okay. Here it goes. Let's reduce the size and take it to the top. Quick formatting of this, making the background color as black, putting some shadow and the border, making it as a rounded corner border, and taking the color as green for the border. That's it. Right. So here we have got the title of our report. Let me reduce the size of this. Okay. Here it is. Then let us create few of the visual. First of all, I would like to take a bar chart where I would like to display the sales. It's a one-time effort, so it takes some time to create this. Subcategory sales, displaying the data labels. Data label as on. Hmm. We are getting the data labels. We will do the formatting later. Let us take, let me put it at the bottom like this. Let us put a gauge over here, which will display the total sales. Here I would like to give the gauge axis. Maximum is maximum. All right. So this is the gauge we have. Hmm. I don't want to display the data labels. Let me change the data color. Call out value. I don't want the title also over here. Let me put it over here. Here it is. Let me take another one, which I will be using for the profit. And let me put it over here as this is what we are getting over here. Hmm. Then let me put a card over here where I would like to say uh, the subcategory, and Let me put the subcategory into the label, sorry, into the filter. Instead of basic filtering, we have done this thing initially, nothing new we are doing, just creating few of the visuals which will be more sensible, putting the sales over here and apply filter. And I can rename this visual most most revenue generating. We have the right most. Okay, most revenue generating, and let us take one more over here. The best way is to copy paste the visual so that, oh, I have created multiple copies. I don't want this. And this we will take it as most most profitable, and most profitable. This is fine. Hmm. Here we have taken few visuals. Then let us take a pie chart over here, or let us see how does. I don't think it will look better, so pie will be a better option. I will like to take the sales on the basis of region, regional sales. Yes, no no legends over here, and detailed labels. And I don't want the decimal places, and value is also one decimal places. And I don't want the title over here so that I can get more space. I am copying pasting this visual. All right, then here I would like to take uh let us take the, instead of region, let us take the segment over here. So we are getting the segment sales. Let us also take a bar chart where we will like to take the sales on the basis of category, category sales. Let's display the labels. Data labels, black color. and I need it decimal places is 1 and inside, and this is how we are getting. We can change the data colors, right? And let us increase the size a bit. Let's take 10, or let's say we doesn't want the y-axis at all. We just need the x-axis, like this. Here it is, and let us take the background color as black over here. Quite okay. No title. Yep, this is fine. And okay, and I want to do the same formatting on the other visual as well. So I can select on this, format painter, put it over here. What happened? Hmm. Here it is. Hmm. Let us take the format painter, or forget, we will do it later. And let us take one more over here, the line, where I would like to display the sales on the basis of order date and category. And let us also take a slicer over here, which I would like to take it on the basis of region. And let's also take state over here. Few of the selection option. Selections, header, we don't want. Selection control, this, and I want select all options. Items, color I need as green. And let's increase the size of this. This is okay. And here you are getting the state wise detail also. We can take the format from here, put it over here, over. Let's take from this visual, put it over here. Light formatting. Gauge access is fine. Data labels I don't want. Yes. Data color we want as green. What happened? Yes. And the same for this as well. Gauge access. Hmm. Let us take the format printer, put it over here and on here as well. Yeah, this is fine. No data labels, no title, and no legends. X-axis, we can increase the size a bit. Okay, it is not increasing, and here it goes. Right, so we have created a report over here, and we have put in all the visuals. Whatever else you want, you can adjust over here. And if I do not select on any of the visual, let me click outside the visual. Let me reduce the size of this. Hmm. So if I go to the formatting here, I will be getting the page formatting. So you can also set the page background, which I'm taking it as black, and the transparency I can adjust something like this. So this is your report. Your report is ready over here, and here it is what you can create, which is interactive by default. We haven't done any extra effort. We have just put in the various visuals, and if you see, click on office supplies, you are getting the details of office supply, sales of profit, maximum revenue generating storage, most profitable storage, furniture. If we say, the chairs is the most revenue generating and the profitable as well. If we go to the technology, we will be getting the details of technology. Most revenue generating is phones, and oh, I think I have done a mistake over here. For the most profitable, I haven't changed the values. So not by sales, it should be by profit. Say apply filter. Now it is fine. Maximum revenue generating is phone, but maximum profitable is copiers. You can select for a particular state. So you take a state and you will be getting the details of that particular state. So here the profit is appearing in a negative. So I can say select all. Clear? So this
Yes.
is how we can create a report on over here. Now, what after creation of a report? So after creation of the report, once the report is ready, we have to share it with our audience. We have to share it with our audience. Okay,
Yes.
right. So for that we need Power BI service. So let me save this over here. I can say save. I will say batch 8 sales summary is the name I have given over here. Say save. Right. And now we have to publish it. Publishing it, putting it onto the Power BI service. Power BI service. So we will go to the publish over here. Just click on the publish. Do you want to save the changes? Say save. And it is asking me to log into my Power BI service account. So I will provide my email address. Say continue. Here it is. Password. So to log into the Power BI service, you need a your corporate email ID. Personal email ID will not solve the purpose over here. You need a corporate email ID. And here you will see something known as my workspace. This is, you can call it as a folder on the Power BI service. I will say select. So it will be published in that folder. It is saying publishing. Publishing complete. Okay, say got it. Your visual has been published. And now to open Power BI service, let me go to the workspace. Let's go to the home. Right. So this is my Power BI service account. You just log into your Power BI service, and for your convenience, let me close this and let me say Google. How to go to the Power BI service? You just type in over here Power BI service. Let me click on this first option, and here it will say sign in. Click on sign in, provide your login credentials, and here you will say Power BI service. You are in the Power BI service account. Here you can go to the workspace. You say phone, home, home, favorites, recents, right? And you have a workspace. You can go to the workspace and just click on my workspace. And to see the reports, just click on refreshed. Batch 8 sales summary. Here it is. You can see the timing appearing over here. 1:47 p.m. on 24th. Let me click on this. Here is your report on Power BI service. Okay, now my report is not machine dependent. You can open it anywhere you want. I have two pages in this report. Both the pages has been published. This is the first one which we have created. See, here also all the interactive nature will work. And this is the second page. We are getting an 100% interactive as it was there on the desktop. Same thing is being displayed over here. Okay, so it has been published onto the online. Now what after publishing? So what all we can do now, we can share it with our audience. And over here, as there are multiple visuals, suppose you wanted to focus on this, there is a focus mode. Here is the utility of focus mode. You can put it onto the focus mode. Here it is, focus mode. So here we are talking about this only. Back to report. If you want to focus on any of these one, let's take this focus. You are getting the subcategory details only. Let's go back. Okay, this is what you are getting over here. Now let's see what all we can do over here.